Everybody, welcome back to ours. And today we're going to talk about a couple of DVDs we recommend. The Walking Dead comic books and TV shows.
Comic books better.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's more the stories.
So
you know what? I really don't know because I think the show, the way they did it, it's really hard to say.
Hey, I'm not knocking the show.
Yeah,
the show's fucking awesome. It is fucking awesome.
Yes,
but if you go for the comic books, you get a little more than this TV show gave you.
Story. Yes.
Story-wise, yes, because it goes away from the comic book original shit. And yeah.
And we're going to talk about the the Survival Guide, which we will get into after.
Awesome book, I might add.
And then a couple other.
For 1 minute.
They didn't want to give it away to comic books because people who read it would get bored, and they want to make everything different. They want to make it drama. Now, the second episode I really liked, when the guy was starting to shoot the zombies when they were stuck in a building, and they chained him up and they left him there, and he was starting to freak out because he was a racist guy, and the key dropped for the whole thing with the black guy.
Gotta hate those frickin' racists, eh?
Yeah, and the cops set him straight. But it was brutal how he's yelling and screaming and stuff, and that really sets to emotion to the show. It makes you wonder what's going to happen next. Well, even though you didn't see him through the rest of that season because his other brother got pissed off back at the camp.
Yeah.
With his wife and his kid. And then the ending, you seen his hand sawed right off. So, what do you think he's going to show up in the second season?
As a zombie.
You think so?
I do think so, yeah.
Well, we'll have to see. I think he's going to be royally pissed.
For the drama aspect that you were talking about, what stuck with me, same from the comic and the show there, was when Rick first got out of the hospital, and he sees that like half a zombie crawling towards him.
Yeah.
And he freaked right out the first time. But yeah, that's the first place he stops after he's able to get a gun and gets back on his feet.
Yeah.
He takes care of that zombie because he feels bad for it.
And at the beginning of the first episode, he shoots the little girl zombie after.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
That scene reminded me of the Dawn of the Dead remake.
Ugh.
Oh, and this whole association with Rick's wife.
Yeah.
And what's the other guy's name? I forget.
Shane.
Shane. Is that there's a relationship. How they did that in the first show in these two comic books is that Shane dies in that first comic books. And they do really have the affair in the show because they thought he was dead, but Shane left him.
Yeah, so technically it wouldn't be an affair, though.
Yeah.
She thinks her husband's dead, and she's boning some other guy when he's not even 6 months in the ground. What a stand-up woman.
We're back to the soap opera with Rick and his wife. I don't think so because Rick in this show was being full of shit saying he left his husband die. But what do you do if you guy's so big? Are you strong to lift when you got a massacre going on outside?
And you're going to need somebody to help take care of your kid because you can't do that all on your own. You're going to need somebody to help you.
Oh, I'm talking about the hospital at the 6th episode where it shows
the that part, yeah. That wasn't in the comic.
Yeah, what do you really think he should have done?
He thought his friend was dead. His friend, he thought he was honestly dead because the machinery was gone.
So I guess he's not completely bad.
I don't completely blame Shane for what he did with Rick, but I kind of have a problem with him boning Rick's wife so soon afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that she should move on, blah, 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 and all that crap, but come on, that was your best friend's wife.
And your partner.
And your partner, the man that had your freaking back for God knows how long.
I think he's starting to get really stuck up and bossy with his son.
On the show wife. There, Carl? Yeah, when he was bossing Carl around, yeah.
Do you think he's going to die in the second season like he did in that first volume 1 of this comic?
Yeah, no. I thought Shane would be killed before the end of the first season, though.
Yeah, with the
I don't know what they're going to do with him.
Yeah.
Did you know Stephen King's writing an episode for season 2?
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
You know about the creator Frank Darabont, right?
Yeah.
He's the one that did a bunch of
He did, I think, the
Shawshank Redemption, Green Mile, The Mist.
And I gotta say a lot. There's just so much I can say already about these 6 episodes of The Walking Dead. They're like a Romero TV show. Like The Sopranos was like the Godfather, Goodfellas show, but Out of Zombie for Romero was like a great show. And the guy was a big fan of Romero, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
This was sick. The organs and stuff.
They did it in The Walking Dead.
Yeah, there was no way they could have shown that back in the 1980s.
Really?
On cable.
Really?
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 But yet you have shit like Reanimator with talking fucking heads that eat people?
Well, that's a movie. I'm talking about TV shows that are on cable.
Oh, okay, we're talking about TV now. Okay, well, we flip-flopped. I thought we were still talking about movies. Nah, you couldn't show shit like that until recently.
Yeah, everything.
Would you stop laughing every time I swear? I don't swear that much.
Okay.
Well, according to Facebook, I do.
Yeah.
Facebook.
I thought the Factory was great, and they stayed away from the comic books in the Factory, in the Image, and the Factory part was great because it had a dark story, even though it didn't talk about much of the zombies, except for the beginning when they were coming after them, and they got drunk out of their minds, and then that scientist said there was no hope. You lost your wife, and then he threatened to blow them all up. Thought he was doing a good thing, and they panicked, and they wanted to get out of the factory, and your son and stuff. Then what did you think of that last episode? Was pretty good.
Yeah, different ending than what I thought would have happened, but
yeah. So, do you think there'll be hope later on in the
No.
seasons for Cure?
no.
No.
I just want to put a question out there to the people who will be watching this,
They,
who have seen The Walking Dead. What do you people think the scientist whispered in Rick's ear right before the end? I think he's saying either Lori's pregnant, which is a big, big thing in the early volumes of the book, or that they're all infected and they're all going to die and come back as zombies. Let us know what you guys think. I mean, that's what I think. I'm sure Brent here agrees with me.
yeah.
Let's hear what the internet, let's hear what Facebook and YouTube have to say to us.
Yes.
Give us your comments, people. We need them.
Yeah.
We live for this shit.
Yes. And we're doing an after show. This is sort of like an after show. One more thing about this show is that the Blu-ray, I think, has an amazing picture quality about Breaking Bad, and it has... I can watch it over and over again. I never get tired, because all 6 episodes are masterpieces. You can make 30 or 40 of us. Fucking the Zombie Survival Guide book you gotta check out, which my sister had bought me this book for Christmas.
It's awesome. I've read it.
I'll let Des take over about this
Which
survival.
I'd like to point out, the author, Max Brooks, is the son of legendary film director Mel Brooks.
Mel Brooks.
Young Frankenstein, Dracula Dead and Loving It.
Cool.
Oh yeah, I found that out recently. This and his companion book, World War Z, you must read if you're a zombie fan. This one here goes over everything you need to survive a zombie attack, and it's epic, man. You gotta read it. I think this is a must for anybody because the zombies are coming.
Oh, one more thing. I want to thank my sister once again for buying this for a Christmas gift. And thank you, Leah. This is a great book. I'm starting to read it, get more into it now that I have the chance. This is awesome. And I got to check out other zombie books and The Walking Dead comic books and stuff like that. You got to check these out.
Get these, people. They're a must-read for zombie fans.
At your local comic book store.
Or your local Chapters, which is where I bought mine. I don't know where you bought yours.
Yeah, Chapters.
Chapters, yeah. See, Chapters rocks, eh?
Yeah.
That's where I got my
And
copy
I like
too.
they got coffees and stuff.
Yeah, it's nice to sit and have
look
coffee.
at this book, which I'm starting to read. But one thing, how do we know when the dead comes back? Do we know this is the right survival skills to take down the zombie?
Well, how do we know you're going to have to shoot him in the head?
Exactly.
We're
So,
boned.
of course. Yes, it's just like against beliefs and stuff. And another thing we're going to talk about.
Something that is actually, zombies have seeped into mainstream culture yet again.
Yes.
Another example, please hold it up, my friend.
Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat just
Which-
came up this week. There's certain sections in the game where you fight zombies, which I think is bullshit because it's so freaking pain in the ass to beat. But anyway, so there. And another example of zombies coming into mainstream. Next topic. There's not really much to say about this one.
It's just got some really good gore. Oh, we want to talk about these shows on the internet which look amazingly way better than the 1995.
Oh, yeah. The Mortal Kombat Rebirth
Yes.
stuff that has come out recently. I'll get a link and post it on our video on Facebook there, but it's really good. It's very well done, very
For
realistic.
people I haven't seen on YouTube as well.
Yes, there's stuff on YouTube as well. I put out a trailer about a year ago. Big fan of Mortal Kombat. He put out a trailer for a reboot type thing. And they took it and they turned it into a TV show. First two episodes have been pretty good, so we're only 12 minutes apiece. Not too shabby. I mean, for what it is, it's pretty good. Hopefully it gets better in the next couple episodes, but it's just a web series.
Okay. Now I'm going to talk about 2 other horror Blu-rays that I thought that were amazing. We'll just talk about one at a time.
Okie dokie.
And Lucio Fulci's The City of the Living Dead.
Godfather of Gore.
1980. Yes, the Godfather of
This is a
Gore.
man we want to be like.
Yes. Who died in 1996.
Tragic, man.
Who directed Zombie, The Beyond, The Cat in the Brain, European, straight Italian horror that was made in New York.
Galileo, isn't it?
And it's got good features how Lucio Fulci loses his frustrations with the actors and stars. There's one scene where this guy who stars in Cannibal Ferox in 1981, banned from 31 countries.
With good reason.
Who stars in this one, who gets the drill to the head. And he gets his thing cut off in Cannibal Ferox. His head split open with a machete when they put it on the table and his head is around here.
I remember.
Yeah, you were really grossed out by it.
Yes, I was. In other words, this movie will screw you up.
Yes.
It'll screw you up.
And
Jumps on the
about
freaking hood of the shotgun and blows Tom Savini's head clear off his shoulders.
With all the blood coming
And
out
you
of the
see
girl's
it?
screen.
Yeah. Mannequins.
And they ripped his scalps off. It's about a killer who gets abused by his mother. And
Why is it always the mother that does the abusing?
his father's too, but this one was
the
kind
big
of
ones are the mothers. Norman Bates, mother issues.
Freddy Krueger.
Mother issues. This dude?
Sort of Jason Voorhees.
Sort of Jason. His mother... Jason's mom was a complete whack job, okay?
Yeah.
This guy's mother?
Red Dragon, grandmother.
Yes, see? When... I'm not going to finish that thought. Continue, please.
Yeah, especially with the scalping scene. He goes and kills these women. He talks to his scalps. Tom Savini did the makeup effects. And he says, I warned you not to go out tonight. Anyways, this Blu-ray edition comes out with so many great features. With Tom Savini, it shows all the controversies on the news. How it's all over LA, New York. It's even got... the director in it in black and white, people asking him from 1982 all kinds of questions.
Well,
that never seen the movie, but they talked about all the other horror movies with him. They just call on the radio show. It's pretty weird.
Well worth the money?
Well worth the money if you're a well-made Maniac fan. The 30th anniversary edition of Maniac, which comes with 2 discs. I keep praying and hoping it would come with cards, the old from the 80s. And stuff, and it's pretty well. The picture is good, and the sound effects are good.
Mannequins,
and the mannequins come to life. And they're also talking about doing a remake to Maniac.
We are not discussing remakes because I am supposed to be appropriate, and my kids are sleeping.
Yeah.
You do not want me going on a rant about remakes tonight.
Some remakes are good though, Des. Like I thought.